All right, we're back. Shit, what is it? Episode 124.
124. I kind of like what you're doing with the little.
Well, yeah, it's like the people want mic stands or mic arms.
Here they are.
We don't need them. We don't need this guy. Could stand
because we have this.
He can stand on his own too, and it's
we're,
not even.
And we're sitting normal.
That's the thing is like it's not even. We don't even have to crouch.
No, which is great.
Which is the beauty of what these mics do. Like these mics are more than just mics. They do more than just pick up voices.
They're coming up to us, so we don't even have to go down to them.
They don't even make it. They don't even make it annoying.
Right.
By the looks of it, we are in the forest.
Yeah, we are in the forest. We're in what country are we in right now?
I lost track. I lost track of what country we're in. But yeah, I mean, listen, you could maybe tell we're not in the studio. Maybe you couldn't. I don't know.
It looks similar.
Dogs barking, birds chirping, and fellas over there. I don't know if these mics are picking it up. You need to shut up.
You need to shut up.
And I'm not listening. I'm not a guy that tells dogs to shut up. But
during the pod, you need to zip it.
You do.
Oh, and Rosie's going to get involved because Rosie.
Don't get involved, Rosie. All right. This is not. We are not off to a good start here.
We're not. But yeah, we got episode 111. Happy to be here.
Yes.
We're going to do a draft of Drake albums that don't exist. We're going to give the album name and kind of the vibe of the album.
Maybe
I got
some
good
singles.
ones.
I've got a couple tracks on each.
Couple tracks off of them. I got a journey for Zach today.
It's the journey. Yeah.
And then we got probably cues from the Sticks. And that'll be that. You're gonna need to zip it, man.
I doubt these mics are picking it up, but there's a dog absolutely running his freaking snout over there.
Yeah.
And it's not funny. It's not. I get it.
It's not cool. Or maybe it's cool to other dogs.
Well,
I think that's.
I know that dog in particular wants a platform.
Yeah.
Which a lot of dogs do.
Yeah, but I don't think this is how you gain the platform.
I don't think you're helping your case.
Like there's good dog pods.
Exactly.
That's how, like start your own pod. Don't try to bark your way into fame.
You buy a mic.
Right. 100%.
You buy a computer.
100%.
You buy the interface.
You do the work.
You
don't bark your way into a real platform.
Ever.
Yeah, and that goes for anything, for any human, any dog.
But mostly dogs.
Yeah, mainly dogs, yeah. You want to kick it off or you want me to kick it off? I don't think we're going to have any overlap, so it doesn't really matter, to be honest.
You can kick it off. I just think that we might have overlap.
Did you collab with any Google or ChatGPT at all?
I collabed on the back end with ChatGPT. ChatGPT, though, was kind of like...
Yeah, he was pretty bad. But
you don't know what you're talking about.
You don't, but I liked some of like his words.
You could tweak some of his words. Yeah, but you could kick us here.
I mean, this is just such a Drake, almost a Drake song, but could be a Drake album too, right down the middle. Luxury Trauma.
Okay, so I have a luxury one as well.
Luxury Trauma.
That's really good.
Wouldn't be surprised if he announced Luxury Trauma tomorrow.
That's a really good name, actually, because that kind of is... If I had to say what kind of music does Drake make, he makes
luxury trauma.
It's really good.
Thank you.
Good pick. Good pick.
Yeah.
Because he's complaining about how much greatness he has.
But he still has trauma because he's a guy. But it's luxury trauma.
Yeah, but like it's always like I'm getting so rich, my music's not even relatable.
Luxury trauma.
That's exactly that. Fully encompasses what he's trying to get across.
Maybe he definitely watches, so maybe he'll use that.
Also, I do think. I mean, we're throwing these names out. I do think you should maybe use one or two of them because the past couple albums have not been Drake albums.
In terms of names, right?
Or not the past couple. For All the Dogs is a Drake album.
For All the Dogs, like Sexy Songs?
Sexy Songs, that's not a Drake album.
Sexy Songs is a party title.
Yeah. But like honestly, never mind. So Drake.
That's Drake.
Her Loss, So Drake.
Yeah.
But the new one is called Ice.
Not Drake. Is it Ice or Iceman?
It's one of the two. I think it's Iceman but that's just not it.
It's luxury trauma. It's
exactly. It's don't look at my guys. Don't look at my guys.
I'm not. Yeah, I was gonna share one.
Yeah. But yeah, it's these ones that we're gonna get across here. I'll go to my first pick. This is gonna be like a 7-song EP.
Sure.
And you know what? We're still centered around the beef, and I know people are saying don't drag the beef, and he's not actually. He's kind of over it.
Yeah, Kendrick's dragging it more than him, if anybody.
Like he's just trying to. I don't even know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens on this Iceman album.
He's just like, I'm going to continue to be Drake now.
Yes.
Yeah.
But in this world, he's not going to just make great songs. He's just going to get bars off, and it's going to be about his friends that betrayed him, and it's called Owl's Dilemma.
Owl's Dilemma is good. Yeah.
He's
the owl.
He's the owl, and this dilemma word.
The dilemma's a good buzzword for him.
And I liked how he kind of waited because he didn't get a dilemma. He didn't have any dilemma tracks until Pimmy's, and Pimmy did have a dilemma, and that one was great.
Dilemma album I could see happening though.
Yes, and It's bars, as we said, and the one that really stands out that people are really quoting a lot.
What, the focus track?
Yeah, is but this album isn't for radio.
Right.
But the one that everybody's like, that one, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's pretty hard, and he's getting crazy bars off. He's really like talking shit.
Yeah.
It's called The Haves and the Have-Nots.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
And I don't know.
It's like 6 minutes long.
And it's just like mean and scathing.
And it might be a conductor beat.
I think the whole EP is Conductor.
Conductor.
And
yeah.
he's just talking.
And it's kind of swung beats.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Kind of lost me that last one. I don't know what swung.
Like kind of sat back. Like what's the one?
Middle of the Ocean.
Yeah, that's kind of swung back.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I
do understand.
It's
what
like
you're
in a pocket. Yeah.
So that okay. So then I'll loop in. So I have a lot. I have a couple bars albums here.
Sure. So you're doing another bars one here?
Since I just did a bars, I'm gonna just kind of let the bars breathe.
Save a bars. Yeah.
And we're gonna go. This is It's kind of This is kind of Nothing Was the Same too.
Okay.
Like it is the sequel to Nothing Was the Same.
Mm-hmm.
And like he kind of says that in some pre-album interviews.
Okay.
It's just Gone for Good.
Gone for Good's really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Like,
that sounds like it's already been out.
Right?
Yeah.
That is a Drake album.
It's like that's a synonym to Nothing Was the Same somehow, even though they're completely different words.
It's almost another step. It's like Nothing Was the Same, but now it's like it's really not the same. It's
right,
gone.
Right.
It's
Gone
over.
for Good.
Yeah.
I do like that. With my two, I think this is more of like a, I could say kind of like a Her Loss. It's called Just So You Know.
Yes.
Just So You Know.
Yes.
And I think it's Her Loss vibe, right? Because that's kind of that type of title, Her Loss.
Like he's just reminding you.
Just letting you know who he is, who you are. I'm Drake, by the way, and I moved on, and you're you, and I'm Drake.
And by the way, you're not Drake.
Right. And I'm Drake.
It's a really good point.
And everybody's going to listen to this album.
And I think he does that. Like I think that this next album he's going to be reminded.
Just So You Know.
Just So You Know.
It seems, and it's like ice. It seems like it'll just be a really clean 15 track.
I mean, the leaks sound great. I don't really understand why songs are leaking, but
I don't get that. That has to be intentional.
I think it's intentional. It is intentional.
Because if it happens every album, it has to be intentional.
I mean, we know that like Push Ups was intentional.
Right.
Like
that one. Of course, that was intentional. Yeah.
But like, I don't even know how. How were we listening to Push Ups?
Like, what was
before it was out?
I don't know. But like the R&B one that was really good off Dogs. What's it? I always
tried my best.
Yeah. Like, was that intentional?
Couldn't have been.
Right. Because it also was like a low quality leak of it.
And that song is
that song's
like
amazing.
Top 5 R&B Drakes.
That might be. Yeah. You could. Yeah. 100%.
Beautiful melodies, sir.
Beautiful melodies. With my 3. Oh, this is like kind of like Dark Lane demo tapes.
Yes.
It's like demo type vibe, and it's called Not for the Charts.
Oh yeah.
and it's just like 11 demos.
And I would love to hear.
But then they chart like 3 of them.
Of course.
Yeah.
They probably all kind of chart a little bit.
Yeah, I think any album he drops, he's probably Billboard 100. He's probably got like 15 in there.
And so, do you think Not for the Charts were just kind of leaked and
they kind of leaked? He kind of wasn't gonna drop it. Like it's probably like an old like Travis Scott collab that never dropped. That everyone's like, you got to put it out.
Right. And
like isn't there like an Uzi one that's like that they never dropped?
Yes.
It's like that song's on there.
Gates or whatever. Oh, that song's really fucking good.
Yeah, imagine if you put that on Not for the Charts.
You should.
That's a number 1 probably.
You know something that we were both too young for, so we didn't even know this, but I retroactively learned this. Like Care Package.
Yeah.
He would drop, or he would do like it would go on like YouTube just to like promote his album. But like, how about now never dropped until like 2020.
Oh, but it just was on YouTube?
Or it was just like, it was, I don't even know what it was, but it wasn't like, they didn't come out.
Oh, none of them had actually come out?
No.
Oh, so that was like, like they're all on Spotify now.
Yeah,
but they weren't actually. But like everyone was like, these were already out, but they weren't already.
They weren't already
out.
out.
That's crazy. I thought they were like all already out.
But it was like before our time, so I was like, I don't even really know how they.
So they were on like YouTube and like SoundCloud maybe.
They were just like they were just in the streets.
They were like
in like 08, 09.
Was he selling CDs of them?
I don't know.
But they were just spinning around the world.
But whatever he was doing, he was building a nice buzz.
That is crazy. And then he dropped
How About Now was one of his like.
Yeah, it's like a
staple Drake track.
It's like a classic.
It wasn't even out.
That is weird.
It is weird. Or like Trust Issues.
That wasn't out.
Was not out. Or kind of was, but
a long game by Drake there though.
Really long game. Really long game. That is a good title though. I do like that. I'm going to go to. Let's get some Heartbreak Drake.
Yeah, I got a couple Heartbreak Drakes too. Actually.
Table for One.
Table for One is so it's so good.
And the cover art is like I'm kind of picturing Take Care.
Sure.
But like obviously it's not the same, but it's like just a cool picture, and he's like really like he looks bummed.
But he's like full on Drake mode.
And he absolutely looks like Drake in the picture. We gotta have
he
that
looks
clear.
like
because he is Drake.
But sometimes he doesn't look like Drake.
No, not all.
But
the
you're
time.
saying he's full on Drake.
He's full on Draking it up, and
what is it? Kind of just like an A side, B side.
It's a lot of R&B. It's
Yeah.
kind of like what we thought Sexy Songs was going to be. Sexy Songs had more bangers than you would think.
A lot
I
more
feel
bangers than you would think. Yeah.
But the songs were, yeah. But it was still R&B. But yeah, a lot of that. A lot of just like singing, just like riffing.
Try.
Yeah, the only person that's on the album is Party.
Party's on it for two
Party's
songs.
Yeah,
for
and
two
it's
choruses.
You kind of zoom through it. And
Yeah.
Then, you know.
Yeah. You just kind of
But it's good. It's a good album. And then we're going to go to more bars. And this actually is, I think this is his last album. This is
I
have
his last album too.
This is like the final. This is the final shebang.
Okay.
And he probably ends up dropping more albums after, but like this is
like his first retirement.
This is like his J. Cole fall off.
Yeah.
And it's called Champagne Confessions.
Oh, of course, dude. Yeah.
And it's a lot of bars. There's obviously some like bangers. But then the last song is called Exit Interview.
That's cool.
And he's just like saying.
And then he
shit.
drops it, and it's like, holy shit, that's the last we heard from him. And then in 6 months, he announces like, Fuego Boy.
Yeah.
And then it's like just bangers.
Yeah, and he's just back.
Yeah.
Because you can't resist.
That really might be his last album, Champagne Confessions.
But he'll never have a last album.
He won't.
He's addicted to the
He's going to be dropping when he's 50. He's going to be doing what Wayne's doing.
I'm totally fine with it.
Yeah, I am too.
But like I think once he just fucking loves being Drake.
Why wouldn't you if you're Drake?
He's
probably scared of what it would be like to not be Drake.
I know, and
because he's never not been Drake since he was 16.
But I think I feel like everybody in that spot kind of is. Like, do you think when LeBron retires?
No, he'll just still be LeBron.
But he could just, if he wants to,
he could kind of like do like a Tim Duncan.
Exactly.
Yeah, he won't.
I think he'll like the year after he retires, he'll do like the Tom Brady, where he's
agree.
just on TV.
I think guys like that are just superstars, like they have it in their blood that they just want to be that guy.
I get it.
Yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't want to fade out.
I wouldn't either.
But like, dude, Brady is more.
I don't know though. Maybe when I have kids, I don't know.
Yeah, but like
LeBron has kids.
But his kids are. But once your kids are like 20, you just like enjoy your.
They're
kids.
just your friends. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's true.
But dude, like Brady's more like famous now.
He is.
He's got a YouTube
He's all
channel.
over. Yeah,
like,
he's doing
you know
great.
What I'm saying?
Yeah, that is true.
We'll see.
Did you just do 2?
Mm-hmm.
So I do what, 4 and 5?
Mm-hmm.
I'll do a sad album. The Other Side of Silence, R&B.
That's good.
It's an R&B record.
That is.
ChatGPT gave me Other Side, and then it was like some bullshit, and I put Of Silence.
No, yeah, but that's you co-wrote.
Yeah.
Co-wrote
and then, I mean, I was gonna do a send off. You already did a send off, so I'll just shout out sincerely, Aubrey. We don't need 2 send offs, so he'll just be honorable mention.
Yeah.
This one's interesting. It's love, delayed.
And I like that we use the comma there.
Yeah, love delayed.
I like that.
And it's just probably R&B as well. And it's just like I can't be that guy right now, you know.
It's great. You know what? I think any Drake album, the key is like you don't even really know what he's saying.
Yeah, it's like poetic, but it's like you're saying like 60% of a thought.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's sick, but it's kind of open-ended. Like, take care. What does that even mean?
It's 60% there.
If you're reading this, it's too late. It's just a cool phrase.
And then you could kind of take what you want from it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's like part of what he tries to do. Yeah,
dude,
views.
I don't know what he tries to do, but I guarantee you, if you asked him, he would just be like, "It just sounded cool."
Yeah, definitely.
And that's fine.
That's what it is most of the time with those things.
Because you have to name it something.
Yeah, you do.
Dude, the only one that's just like you kind of just punted.
Let me guess it.
You punted.
Is it recent or old?
I mean, it's in the middle.
More Life.
More Life. I thought was cool.
More
Scorpion.
Cool. Yes, Scorpion.
It's just
Scorpion. Yeah.
And it was just.
But that's because that's an 100% thought.
Yeah.
You said Scorpion.
Yeah. Like he hammered it home.
Like it's not like the Scorpion's grip would be different, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
You just go 5, I think, right?
5. I mean, listen. Sometimes you don't have to overthink it. I'm not going to go to this, but like, just Take Care 2.
Yeah, yeah.
If Take Care 2 came out, you would be like, this is the best album ever.
Yeah.
It would have
It's
more
like Wayne
hype.
doing just the Carter 5, 6. He'll do 7 in 2 years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I heard the Carter 6 was really, really bad.
I did too, and then I listened to a couple, and I was like,
I didn't listen to any, but I'm just, that's
it's what everybody said.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. So
Yeah.
that's kind of what I think. And then, I guess my final one, it uses that luxury word, just luxury tax. It's kind of the same
luxury
thing.
tax. It's cool. It's similar to what's the trauma one? Luxury trauma.
Yeah, I think yours is a little better, but it's the same
like
thing.
the cost of luxury.
Like the bad side of being rich, and
Mm-hmm.
and that's what he wants to portray. He wants to just, and I feel him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yes, dude, that sucks that you have $1 billion.
And you're like, that's so me.
Yeah, and I'm like that.
Even though we like,
fuck it.
I
I'm in
feel
the
the
Bibel.
same.
I'm in the Misano room at the Bibelos, and I'm like,
that's so me.
and I'm there.
Yeah.
Like I get, like I could smell it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm right in that room.
Yeah.
What do we want to get into? The journey?
Probably the journey. Yeah. I got.
It's the journey. Yeah.
So I'm challenging you today because I think you went 7 for 7 last time. So
you know something?
Yeah. What? Were you looking at my paper, by the way?
No, I wasn't. Where'd you find these journeys?
I just would look up a player and go to ESPN. Why?
Because I collabed with
I saw somebody said like you missed a team or something.
Yeah, I didn't fucking miss a team though.
ChatGPT did.
I'm not just like missing a team.
GPT doesn't usually miss. It's usually Googly AI.
It's Googly AI, but it's like fucking GPT.
Yeah, you shit the bed.
And
you're fired.
Because I'm like, let's just do this. I got teams, or I got players in mind. I'm just like, let's just put it in. Let's
list
it's
them
quicker.
out.
It's quicker.
How do you miss a team?
Missed like 3 teams.
Oh, really?
I think.
Terrible,
I don't know.
Terrible. But these are all pretty tough. We'll do a 7-game series. We're gonna kick it off with Suns, Mavs, Suns, Lakers.
Suns, Mavs, Suns, Lakers. Yeah, I know who that is. I mean, one thing about Rosie.
What?
The dog, she just like tries to catch bunnies and then catches them.
Kills them.
Like our old dog Lila, rest in peace.
Yeah, it was like she's never gonna close the deal.
Never did.
So it was kind of fun. She could run around, chase bunnies. Rosie's young and quick.
Like she converts on most
accident,
of her bunny
I think.
attempts. So right now she's probably just killing a bunny.
And it's disgusting and brutal.
Brutal. Nobody likes it. It's
Yep.
loud.
Yep.
It's sad.
Yep.
And then somebody's got to clean it up.
It's scarring. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Pops is like picking up a bunch of dead bunnies.
Yeah. Like every day, she just kills one.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we got to sort that out. Suns,
Steve
Mavs,
Nash.
Suns, Lakers. Wow. Mavs was shocking to me. 1 for 1.
You know what's shocking to me about that is that
What?
he went to the Suns first. Because I know his stint with the Mavs, like he was underappreciated.
But his Suns stint was the second Suns stint.
Exactly. Like Suns. How did you not know what you had?
I know.
Whatever.
And
It's
then
okay.
I guess late bloomer. So you really didn't see these.
I swear my life.
Okay, I believe you. This one actually I think is gettable. Celtics, Nets, Wizards, Clips.
Celtics, Nets,
Retired.
Wizards, Clips, Paul Pierce.
Correct.
Yeah.
Good for you, man.
PP, man.
I gave these to the parents. They got 0. So these are kind of hard, I think.
Yeah, I mean, also we kind of, I think like some of them too. Like I'm trying to give you journeys, so then sometimes I'll maybe.
We kind of see some teams. Yeah.
I'm probably brushed up on
Sure.
some PP.
Sure. This one's tough, man. But let's see what you got. Yeah, brushed up on some PP is a tough one.
I didn't brush up on PP at all.
Grizzlies, Lakers, Bulls, Spurs, Bucks.
Grizzlies, Lakers, Bulls, Spurs, Bucks.
He's a retiree.
Retiree. Recent retiree?
Probably like 10 years ago.
Oh, wow. Grizzlies, Lakers. Bulls, Spurs, Bucks. Grizzlies to the Lakers. Is he big? Or you can't give me that.
I can. It's just you're going to get it. I want to challenge you to
Grizzlies, Lakers, Bulls,
and I'll say
Spurs,
this,
Bucks. Yeah, it's Pau Gasol.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you fucking serious, man?
How crazy is it
I mean,
that
Grizzlies, Lakers, but then Bulls, Spurs, Bucks is nuts.
both Gasols were a Grizzly?
I know. And like legendary Grizzlies.
Crazy.
Yeah. Mark had a nice career too.
And Mark got one in Toronto.
Yeah, Mark. You could argue like Mark. How many did Pau get? 1?
2, but
Okay, so Pau had the better career, but good for Mark.
Pau.
Good for Mark, man.
Pau's a real legend.
Pau was good. Pau could shoot, right?
Can we look into the Pau trade real quick? I think they just rinsed him, and it was just like, why'd you do that?
Rinsed too.
The Lakers rinsed.
The Grizz.
Let's just look up Pau Gasol trade.
Because Lakers got prime Pau.
Yeah, and they needed him. It was
And
like,
he
we
was
need
like
a second
24
star.
and 11, I feel like.
Pau Gasol trade. Okay, so they got Pau.
Okay. Good piece.
The Grizzlies,
Good package.
the other team, got Kwame Brown, Javarius Crittenton, and Aaron McKee.
And how many picks?
I don't.
Rinse.
Oh, the draft rights to Marc Gasol.
So they did a swap rule. That's weird. Brothers getting traded for each other.
But I guess they didn't know that it was going to be Marc Gasol. Yeah, I mean,
That's
listen,
pretty
not
crazy.
not a terrible pick, I guess.
Crazy how intertwined their careers were, though. Those two guys.
Really intertwined. Whatever. You got a good. You got. I guess that it wasn't as much.
Good
of
job,
a
Lakers.
rinsing
Yeah,
as
I guess
thought.
if Mark was from that deal. All right, you're 3 for 3. This one, I mean, if you get this one, I don't know how to stump you.
Okay.
Lakers, Warriors, Jazz, Lakers, Thunder, Mavs, Thunder. Retiree. I got to stop even giving you retiree, I think.
You said Thunder, Mavs, Thunder.
Lakers, Warriors, Jazz, Lakers, Thunder, Mavs, Thunder.
Thunder, Mavs, Thunder.
Thunder, Mavs, Thunder.
Thunder, Mavs, Thunder. Thunder,
Lakers,
Mavs, Thunder.
Lakers, Warriors, Jazz, Lakers,
Lakers.
Thunder, Mavs, Thunder.
How long ago did he retire? You don't have to give it to me.
Probably similar to
Okay.
like 10 years ago.
Okay.
He retired.
He retired.
Maybe I think, yeah.
And I'm just kind of trying to look into those Thunders because
Thunder, Mavs, Thunder.
here's the thing with those Thunders. Those Thunders were good Thunders. They were.
Those
If we're-
ancient Thunders? Like which Thunders are you thinking of?
Kevin Durant Thunders.
Yeah. That's probably around when he retired, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's about right.
Yeah. It's going to be.
I could give you a hint if do you have no direction?
I don't really have a direction. to be
Thunder does not tell the story of this guy.
At
Thunder
all?
Thunder actually was like
real misleading.
a shock for me.
Okay, so then I was thinking too much about Thunder. Where did he start off at?
I don't want to give you anything more than Thunder, Mavs, Thunder tells you nothing.
Okay, so give me the beginning of that chain.
Lakers, Warriors, Jazz, Lakers.
Lakers, Warriors, Jazz, Lakers. Lakers, Warriors, Jazz, Lakers. I don't have it. I'm taking a name. Damn it.
And the only story you needed was Lakers. I would have believed somebody if they said he played his whole career with
Derek
the Lakers.
Fisher?
Derek Fisher.
Fuck. I didn't know. I didn't know that he played for anywhere but the Lakers.
It's crazy. He played for a lot of teams. It might have just been a late career. No, but he went Lakers, Warriors, Jazz, Lakers.
Here's the problem. He was great in like he was before our time.
He was. He was like Kobe's guy.
Yeah.
He was like Kobe's,
I can't.
not Pippen. He wasn't as good as Pippen. All right, here we go. Easy one here, I think, for you. Heat, Bulls, Cavs, Heat.
Heat, Bulls, Cavs, Heat. Heat, Bulls, Cavs. That's going to be Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade. This one's tough. This one's a challenge, and then we have a layup to wrap it up. Hawks, Thunder, Lakers, Celtics, Rockets, Lakers, Raptors, Nets, Warriors, Pistons.
Wow.
But you could get it,
He's
honestly.
a retiree?
Do you want me to tell you, or do you want to be challenged?
Well, if he's present, that changes everything.
He's present.
Oh, wow. So he's on the Pistonians right
Yeah,
now.
and now you just work back from the Pistonians, you know?
He's on the Pistonians.
He plays for the Detroit Pistonians.
I guess
right
they
now.
have Tobias Harris. Wait, what was the chain? Give me the chain.
Hawks, Thunder, Lakers, Celtics, Rockets, Lakers, Raptors, Nets, Warriors,
Whoa.
Pistonians.
Wow. So many teams.
I think of
Dennis Schroeder?
Dennis Schroeder.
I didn't even know he was on the Pistonians. What
Yeah,
the hell?
he plays for the Pistonians. I think of
Dude.
him as a Hawk and a Laker.
He's been everywhere.
He's
that
like
guy.
always been good too.
He's really good. I would take him.
I would take him as our backup point guard.
He'd be great. He's a great player. He's a
Really
great
good.
player.
This one, there's a 100% chance you get it. Somehow the parents didn't even get this one. Pistons, Nets, Nuggets, Pacers, Raptors, Pelicans. Oh, whoa. Maybe
Wait.
it's
Pistons, Nets.
all you need to hear is Pistons, Nets, Nuggets, Pacers, Raptors, Pelicans.
Nugs to Pacers. That would. I mean, I know Bruce Brown went Nuggets to Pacers, but what? Give me the beginning.
Pistons, Nets, Nuggets, Pacers, Raptors, Pelicans.
Yeah, it's Bruce Brown.
It's Bruce Brown.
And then if we continue that chain, it's going to be
Nuggets.
and
and
then,
then
like,
yeah.
Hawks.
Yeah, Nuggets,
You know?
Hawks, Nets,
Dude,
Thunder.
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
ends their wash
not
career.
anymore though.
Yeah, they're too good now.
Too good.
Yeah.
If I'm a player, okay, I get it. You might got to take a pay cut. You're going to get paid after you play with Nikola Jovic.
Yeah, you are.
And then Nikola Jokic. Don't even talk about Nikola Jokic. You get paid when you play with
when you play with Jokic. Yeah, that is true. It's like Brucey B got paid because he played with Jokic, and then when you leave Jokic, you're not as good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Jovic, it's like.
And then if you play with Jovic, people make Jovic look pretty. Or Jovic makes people look good too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
play with Jovic. Definitely play with Jokic.
For sure. Both of them are great options. We got game 2 tonight.
Yeah, we do.
Predictions. I mean, I hate saying it before the game happens.
Yeah, because we might just be wrong. I think
idiots, but
I mean, it's just like I'm going to sit down to watch this game. What do I think is going to happen? I think the Thunder are going to win the basketball game. I think they're going to win the basketball game today
by like 80.
I think they're going to win by 16. I think they're going to win, and maybe but the Pistons could just or the Pacers could just win. I really think the Thunder are going to win by 16, and I might be wrong.
I just think listen. It's the same thing that happened in the Nuggets series. You did your job.
Yep, and then they took game 2 off. I could see the Pacers doing that.
Yeah, and it's like you have home court advantage now.
See, you guys are just cleaning up a mess tonight.
I'm rooting so hard for Indiana, and that's not like me.
Me too. I would just love for Hallie to win. I think it'd be cool.
And I'm just like, Here's my question. Let me kick this question to you. Do you think after winning a championship, you're more likely to win the second, or you're more likely to win after you just lost?
After you lost like the first time around and then you go back, or if you just won?
Like, okay, so we're Nuggets fans.
Like the Nuggets after they won the next year. I think you're more likely to win if you just lost. I think there's like a natural fatigue and like just like we already got one. Mm-hmm. There's a lack of hunger. Like I don't think people try to do that, but I think that's just human nature.
It's a weight off the shoulders.
Like, do you think the C's would have won if they were healthy?
No.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they would have either.
And it's because there was a weight off the shoulder. There wasn't as much pressure. But you would also you could argue either side of it. You could argue there's no pressure, so they're going to play better, or there's no pressure, so they're just going to get fat.
Right.
The blue arrow.
Yes.
No, but
yeah. Oh well, no.
I'm just saying
he was all right this year. Yeah.
But he was great.
Yeah,
I don't want to trade him.
I don't either.
But you could tell like there's less.
You got one, and it's like you're cemented.
Dude, Jamal Murray gets to be a champion for the rest of his life, regardless of if he wins another one.
He can come sit in the arena when he's 60, and it's Nuggets champion. He got the first ring for us. It's over.
Probably jersey in the rafters.
I think 100%.
I think so.
I think Yoka and Jamal for sure. Just especially because there's our first ring. I think definitely.
And if we don't trade him, that may change.
I think he would still get one.
I think he deserves one. Everybody loves that guy. But yeah, I think I got Pacers by I got Thunder by.
What do you have on the series? What do you think? Dude, it's it's a really easy time to say OKC in 6, but like it could be. I could see Pacers in 7. I could see it.
I'm gonna believe in something and say Pacers in 7, but it's going to be like OKC in 6. And here's all I want.
By the way, it could be OKC in 5. Might end up being Pacers in 6, but could be OKC in 5.
I need a Game 7. Game 7 of the NBA Finals is just such a treat for everybody.
Oh my gosh, man! The Warriors Cavs games. That was peak.
What a treat! It was peak.
That was peak, man.
Because you either have the greatest team of all time or the greatest player of all time.
And it was off a 3-1 comeback.
It was a win-win situation,
dude,
really.
Fucking Adam Silver is probably like, I am so grateful for what's going on right now.
Yeah, and I also think like the ratings are down. Listen, it has nothing to do with the markets.
You think what? You don't think it does?
It's just nobody gives a fuck about the Thunder.
I guess because the argument is like people didn't care about the Warriors, and then there were the Warriors because people like Steph and Clay and Dre.
Yeah, I mean that's like a big market, but nobody cares about Cleveland. Like respect to the Cleveland.
That's true. Nobody cared.
It's like not
nobody
a big
cared about
market.
The Cavs. Yeah.
You know, it's like, but then like if you have the man,
it's like if LeBron were on the Thunder.
Wherever LeBron goes, like that would be the most watched team in the league.
It's a players' league.
Exactly.
It's a players' league.
So like it doesn't matter that it's.
So do you think
Oklahoma
it's because?
City.
Do you think it's because like Shea's young still, or like he just doesn't have that? You know what I mean?
don't know. I guess just he doesn't have it yet.
Yeah.
Like if he wins 3, he'll probably have it.
Yeah, for sure.
But like that, I feel like it has nothing to do with like.
That is
Indiana.
true. If the Cavs were the team, that proves it right there.
But if the Cavs were the team this year, people wouldn't be watching.
Right, because LeBron's not there.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's true. Players' league.
Shout out to the Pacers. Let's win a championship.
Should we go into Q's here?
We
got anything
have
else?
something else? Get into Q's.
What?
Fuck.
Questions from the sticks.
Jaxa, what color do you associate with each month of the year?
Yeah.
For example, when I think of January, I actually
Blue.
see this color too. Yeah, I think of a light blue, he said. And for February, what do you think February? I don't agree with him on this one, I don't think.
Pink, red.
Wow.
Yeah.
He said, I think light pink.
Yeah.
And then he said enchilada. March to me is orange.
Yeah, so March for me is green, but
I could see green. Yeah, I could see green. Maybe that's, but it's so personal to me that maybe I.
It's just, here's the thing: if your March is orange, your March is orange.
Right, and that's okay.
And I don't want people to say no, your March has to be green. Your March. Don't let people tell you what your March has to be.
And don't let people tell you what your days are.
No.
Like if your Monday is purple for some reason, your Monday's purple.
That's your Monday.
Yeah,
that's your Monday,
and nobody could take that from you.
And if science, if math is red for you, it's fucking red for you.
It's fucking red for
okay?
Math objectively is blue, right? But if it's red for you,
you do whatever you got to do.
April, I could see purple maybe.
So April and March are
green
both a little green to me. Maybe I'll go darker green for April.
Man, I'm purple. I don't know what that is.
What the hell?
I'm purple. I think I have a month.
What did you eat?
Maybe I have some sort of disease. It's
so what did you
Starbucks sandwich.
What did you eat before that? What did you eat last night?
Purple Oreos.
Okay, well
maybe that's. I don't. Well, that doesn't have anything to do with purple. So I'm trying to figure out.
What did you eat before that?
Before that, a burger. That might be it.
That's it.
That might be it. That'll cause purple stuff, right? Yeah. What's May for you?
Was there cheese on the burger?
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
So you don't think purple Oreos doesn't cause anything, right?
No.
So it's just a cheeseburger.
No.
May. Oh, I got it in my head.
My May is. What color is my May? My May is
May.
It's like a light orange, for me.
I had a yellow or an orange.
Yeah, yellowish. I've got light orange.
Okay, June. What do you have?
June.
Wait, let me think of it. Okay, I have my June. Oh, I'm not. Now I don't have my June. June.
Sky blue.
June.
Sky blue.
We could do blue. Ooh, July is far from blue.
See, July. It's honestly either like just straight
red.
Blue or straight red.
I think red for July.
I don't mind red for July.
I think it's something. I wonder what causes this. It's got to be something about the letters and stuff.
It has nothing to do with the fact that the 4th of July is in July.
It doesn't. I don't think it does.
You know, it red.
Like August ain't blue, man. What is August gonna be? August ain't red. Actually, August
or a burnt orange.
I could see burnt orange for August.
You know, almost.
September is green to me. Very green to me.
So that's my month.
Right. So that's like my March was orange.
Yeah.
September for you is probably like rainbow or something.
September for me is yeah, we could do turquoise.
Turquoise is neat.
We could do turquoise for September.
October is orange, but it could also do green.
Yeah, but it's orange. Though.
It's orange, and that one I think it seeps in.
Yeah.
November.
Fuchsia.
Okay, we could do fuchsia. December is like bluish.
Yeah, December's like pretty damn blue, honestly.
That's an interesting thing to do, man.
Yeah. This one's from Zach Jarvis, and he spells it the right way, so I always salute somebody that does it the right way.
Yeah, good for you, man.
He didn't skip steps.
Good for you, Jarvis.
Would you rather? And my answer's pretty clear here. Would you rather a day in the life as a grape or a day in the life as a mango? As we know, they both had very hard upbringings, but both persevered.
Yeah, I mean the grape's more famous.
He said preserved.
Cool. Wait, preserved. That's his sign off.
Well, he said they both preserved.
Okay. I'm gonna say that I would spend a day in the life of a grape.
Wow.
You want to be a mango?
So you just want to be plopped into people's mouths and
well, mangoes are really viciously eaten and dissected.
Right.
Grape, it's kind of more of a seamless thing. I'm not planning on being eaten. Are you planning on being eaten? I'm just gonna like go to the beach and shit.
But don't you want the whole experience, man?
I also I'd love to talk to some grapes about like the wine experience, but like I've always been curious about how grapes feel when they're making wine. You've been curious about that, right?
I've been told it's a turn on.
Okay. Oh,
I don't know.
For other grapes? Like grapes get turned on?
They themselves do. For other grape, if you want to like attract like a lady grape or
you make wine in front of her?
You wine.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, see, I would love to see that lifestyle. It'd be like a culture shock for me. I think mango is like probably hangs out in similar circles to us. I feel like. Right.
That's kind of why I'm like I would just
like we have mango friends. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. I just think. Yeah, it wouldn't be too hard for me to like get into like mango circles.
You would fit. No, you would fit.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that it would just I would just have a fun day. I guess you're more like I want to learn.
Yeah, it's like a really rich culture, grapes, right?
Right.
So I just want to see all that.
Yeah, no, I get that. I respect both sides of it, honestly.
All right, and Brad's head is back. Entry 6 for the sticks. Hey, diary. I was thinking about if I would rather whip on a ship or nay with Nene. He loves to.
He said
He's
that.
commented that multiple times. Whipping on a ship would be so cool, but nanaying with Nene would also be pretty cool. All right, if I had to choose, I'd say both. I miss my Club Penguin girlfriends. All right. Okay.
All right.
I mean,
So, again, stream of consciousness.
he's not going to force it. He's not going to force every Bread's Head to be the next big Bread's Head verse.
He's not. I will say, like, the search for, like, who Bread is like really like
Who
really-
Van Vliet is?
It's ramping up,
I know.
and it's like
You think we'll ever meet Brad Van Vliet?
yeah. I mean, I feel a little bit guilty, but I'm on the chat. I'm in the forums, like saying who I think it is, and
Oh, yeah. We've talked about who we think it is. We
Yeah.
actually kind of have a thought.
We have a
We're obviously
thought.
not going to say it. Like, we think we might know
think
who
I
Van
who
Vliet is.
Brad
It would make a lot of sense.
It would make a lot of sense. But it's like I just kind of
You think he'll ever go public? Like,
No.
Like he does, because he doesn't want that.
no, and I feel for Bread because like he's just here to do shit like that, like get off like in Bread
Anonymously. Like, he just loves writing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's not like what he the fame thing is going to become a problem for him. Because,
Right.
Like he just wants to be a normal breadstick.
Behind his manicure.
That's
What's moniker?
But it's
Yeah.
just not. It's just not the like.
You're too good.
Yeah.
You're too big. Your fame is like a byproduct of what you're creating.
Shit's going to come with that, Bread.
Right.
Shit's gonna
But
come
also
with
what's going to come with that is money. Girls.
Right.
Like,
And-
that's all going to come with it.
that. And I would like to see the inbred's heads when that starts happening.
Right.
You know,
right.
it's going to get really graphic.
Yeah, it'll be a snap. It'll kind of be like that Drake stuff where it's like,
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be
Luxury
like,
tax.
He won't hold back. He
Right.
will not hold back.
right.
This is from Mark Anderson. Hey there, Danilana Ding Dong and Zach. No question from me. Just wanted to air out those cool nicknames and hear your thoughts.
Your nickname was really cool.
I didn't like my.
What was
nickname
yours?
that much. For you, it was Danilana Ding Dong.
Wait, dude, you're
and
just saying my name.
It was right.
Dan Elena. Oh, I guess it's
But
a little different.
He's more focused on mine.
Yeah, yours was like kind of out of the box. Read yours.
Zach.
I think it's
I
like
like it.
slick. It's kind of. I don't see how it really. It's kind of like, how does this connect to your name? Like, it's kind of far from your name.
I don't think it. I don't think it.
It doesn't match
well,
you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it is cool that Mark Anderson has given these nicknames because one thing about nicknames, you can't give them to yourself.
Right. But you also, like, a nickname has to come back to the name. Like, like Zach. I don't know if that really.
Like look at King James.
Yeah.
It's a spin on
LeBron James. Right. Right.
And they threw the king in front of it, and it fits because like he is
He's
the
James.
king and he's
Yeah.
James.
So then let's do
Dan
yours.
Atlanta Ding Dong is whatever.
But that comes back to Danny. It's
Yes.
kind of, like that
because
works.
you could see it. Then
Dan
Zach.
Atlanta Ding, and then your name's Zach, and then he went Zach.
Zach.
It's like, where's the origin? Like, where's it?
Far fetched.
Yeah.
Far-fetched.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I don't hate him, though.
It was fine. It was fine.
We got Reed Paradin here. He said, hello, Drake and Josh.
What's up?
He said, quick question. How many times would you have to yell "4" on a golf course before you leave from embarrassment?
Good question.
And then he said, in Bread's Head, less than Riddle Me Sticks. No, Bread Head is already better than Riddle Me Stick, I think.
Well, Riddle Me Stick is a sad story.
He had a high peak, though. Like, you can't deny, like, his best couple weeks there, he was fucking cooking, dude.
Legacy matters.
Yeah, legacy matters. He ruined it. This is something we would do. Like, if we had people in front of us and like the tee boxes were always right there, and we kept like doing it, I think after like 3 times we'd be like, I don't want to risk it off the tee box anymore, and we'd leave.
Yeah,
I think 3.
Honestly, it's a business decision.
Yeah, it's also like, I don't want to risk their lives.
Exactly. I don't want to kill a guy. What happens if you kill a guy?
It's not good.
Right.
That's had to have happened on a course. I wonder where they go from there.
I think golfers and golf fans and everybody should start wearing helmets, man.
I have no problem with that. I mean, you're in the line of fire.
What are you?
It's like when we were playing
cool to wear a
yesterday.
helmet?
Like, one of the holes was like the range just kind of overlaps, and like a ball just kind of like bounced 10 feet away from us from the range. Could have hit us 10 feet if we were over there.
Which, by the way, that's a conversation that needs to be had as well.
Hey guys, why does the range overlap with hole 7? Should we
half of the
like
course
in the boardroom?
You'll just be like, you'll just tee off, and then you'll just hear in the distance like,
Yeah, it's just so dangerous.
and then you're like, wait, what was that? And it was like a fucking a full-on driver, just
so unbelievably dangerous.
So let's change that. Let's wear helmets, and I would leave after 3.
Yeah, 3 is the answer.
There's your answer. This one comes from Cole Mucha.
What's up, Cole?
In your opinion, so this is your opinion. We're
Okay.
asking you, who was the all-time leading scorer in the NBA?
Kevin Durant.
Good answer.
That's my opinion.
Yes.
And if you want it, like, People are gonna be like, no, like LeBron. Like I have a fucking opinion, okay, and I'm my own person.
Void and let your nuts hang, man.
Right. That's my opinion. Kevin Durant is the all-time leading scorer.
Say it
Most
again.
points ever scored. Kevin Durant is the all-time leading scorer
In his opinion.
in the history of the NBA, in my opinion.
In my opinion, it's either LeBron James
Okay.
or Carmelo Anthony.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So Melo sometimes is your leading scorer all time.
Yes, in
Got
my
it.
opinion.
And this is good. Like people get so like you can't have opinions on stats. It's like so annoying.
Why?
Like
why
what? Like
not?
what?
Why the fuck
We're
not?
dumb because we have our own opinion.
What? Because you're like, well, no, LeBron's.
Like look
I'm
at the
the-
chart.
I'm-
LeBron has more. No, I think Kevin Durant has more.
Yeah,
You can't prove it.
he thinks that. It's
That's
subjective.
that's what I think. It's not like you can like count the amount of points and there's an actual
No.
answer. Like
No.
you can't do that.
No, there's ways to go about things, and that's not the way to go about it.
So you have LeBron and Melo,
Those are my top two.
top two, and it
One
just
and
kind
two.
of depends on the day.
Yeah,
Like
just
who feels
depends.
like they lead.
Just
yeah,
depends.
Kevin
yeah.
Durant for me is number one.
Good question though.
I just saw Quest protein chips in this comment, and I just love the discussion about Quest protein. So
I love everything.
we're just going to answer the question.
We need a Quest protein chip sponsor.
I mean, I'm all about it, and I saw. Yeah, this is good.
I'm
This is
gonna DM them.
DM him. This is a good recommendation though. It's JJA Garcia. What's up, Bread Bros? As far as the Quest protein chips, making protein chip nachos is really the play.
See, I've had
All-star
this
player,
idea.
if you ask me. Think of how much fucking protein you're getting in that. He said some beef, cheese, jalapenos, maybe some tomato, and they hold their consistency well. Give it a try and get back to me. You will not be disappointed. The taco flavor and chili lime are the best for those. That would be, dude, you're getting 20 out of the chips. You go chicken, you go cheese. You could get like a 60
Yeah, you get
protein
a full...
not plate, but it's a plate of nachos. It's an appetizer.
No, Danny, it's really special stuff, man. It's there's endless possibilities with these chips.
I would go as far as to say it's if you just like made nachos for a friend and were like, I made nachos and didn't tell them, they'd be like, these nachos are banging.
Yes, I agree. Listen. We've probably asked this question before, but hey, if we got a guy that knows food in the comments, if somebody's listening to this and you would say, you know what, I know food.
Yeah. We got some
Tell
guys
me
definitely know
what
food.
would happen
Yeah.
if I just had 10 bags of Quest protein chips. Does that count for 200 grams of protein?
It has to.
Does it?
Yes.
though?
Yes, it does. Or are you saying like is it some different type of protein in these chips versus like chicken?
And it's like you're not, and it like if I was just
Like are we
having-
doing like a sucralose sugar type protein? Like a different type of protein?
Is it still effective? I think it is.
If you know ball.
If you know ball, please just maybe
'Cause
just
then-
send us like a 3-minute voice note explaining what's going on.
This is
here.
how that protein's in the chips. This is what would happen if you had 10 of them. And this is why it's the same or different than eating a bunch of raw chicken.
Exactly, because I count it. I count it as just
I mean,
the
it's
same.
got to count. It's got to count.
But doesn't it feel like it shouldn't?
It feels like it half counts. But it doesn't feel like it could be like if you're how many proteins are you trying to get a day?
180.
So like if you got 120 of them from the chips, it would feel like you didn't really get it correctly. Yeah.
I'm not going 120. I'm just saying. At what point do I draw the line?
Right.
And say like maybe I could only use 1 bag a day because I'll
and
do bag a day.
we need to do turkey instead now. James.
Exactly.
We need to do a turkey sandwich.
Right.
Yeah.
If you
know
know the
food.
question though?
He was just saying the nacho thing, which I will try that.
We should definitely.
I would definitely try
We should
that.
definitely get that going. This is from Landon Thrift. Hello, distinguished bread lords.
Cool last name.
Yeah.
Thrift.
Yeah. Oh, really cool. What should it be? Running back or
Hooper maybe.
Hooper?
I'm
I just see him as
my
a
buddy. His last name is Johnson. I was like, you should do like thrift, like flip thrift stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's giving me like just athlete vibes. I think, right?
Punt returner.
Punt returner. Yeah.
Punt returner. Landon Thrift. Speedy.
Yeah. That actually could be a punt returner.
Speedy slot receiver and returns. But like you know him for his punt shit.
Right.
Yes, he's in on a couple plays.
Yeah, and but he does 2 returns for a touchdown a year.
Yes.
And it's like the thing.
And it's electric.
And they get up every time he goes out there.
And he sells jerseys.
Yeah, the thrift jersey. Yeah.
Yes. Hello, distinguished bread lords. 0 for 3 on Q's answered. Now you're 1 for 4.
1 for 4 is really good.
Great percentage. Looking to get on the board here with just a simple question. Is Severance your top 5 shows of all time? That question was presented by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
I mean,
The
if it's a
fuck,
Geico
Rift?
bag though, he probably got a lot for that.
No, but like your first
Answer. I mean, that's
what the f***, dude?
question askers. We'll say this once. Let thrift be the example. Don't do an ad read on your first question. on your
No.
first one. It's just not because the audience doesn't like it.
No.
If you're a Van Vliet and you want to work in an ad every 10th, yeah, make your money.
Get your bag.
But you can't, and it's Geico. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Like, really, man? And it's also like can you
And that was,
please-
by the way, kind of a lengthy read.
Yeah, it was a lengthy ad read, and I'm not going to read it again. I know they want me to read it twice. I'm not going to.
Does it say read twice?
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Not going to, man. I'm not going to.
So yeah, you sort that out with the agents and get half the bag. We're not responsible for the double. Like
No.
that's not our problem.
No.
What was it? Oh, Severance. Yeah, I think certainly top 5. Absolutely.
What are your top 5 shows?
I mean, it gets a little dicey when you bring comedy in, right? But I think it's like
It does get dicey, doesn't
you know, because you're like shit. There's a lot of numbers there, but definitely Family Guy and Office are in there, not in order. Breaking Bad.
You know what I love about Breaking Bad?
You forced it into your top 5. Everybody.
Everybody says it's good, and it is really good.
It's really good. Really good.
So if something's good, it's probably good.
That's a great point. It's a great point. It's like, and then some people are probably like it's overrated because that's what you say when something's really good. But it's not
probably
even,
at this point. It's so like everybody says it's the best that it is almost overrated.
yeah, but that's anything. Sorry, technical difficulty there. Back into it though. Yeah, Breaking Bad, fantastic. What are your top? I think it's got to be for me, Family Guy and The Office, Breaking Bad, Severance is in there, and then maybe like a Ted Lasso for me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a prisoner of the moment.
Sure. Oh, Shrinking has a shot too. Shrinking is really good. If you
3
guys haven't
episodes
seen it.
in, and I'll be laughing out loud. I'll be like, "That's fucking."
Really, really good, dude.
And Marshall's a funny guy, man. And you know what?
He plays a very similar guy to How I Met Your Mother in that one.
Dude, I think everybody,
You're calling him
everybody,
Marshall. It's so funny.
everybody loves a dad character.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of why you love Ted Lasso almost. It's like
Dude,
just a
yes.
dad.
You know what?
It's a wholesome, good character.
You know what Jimmy, that character has, that Ted Lasso also really has? It's like I would pay so much money for it to be a real guy and meet him. Like I really would love to meet Ted Lasso or Jimmy.
Oh, me too. Me too. That is true. I don't even want to think about that. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah,
because they're real to you, right?
Well, I know he's from How I Met Your Mother.
So it's like Marshall from How I Met Your Mother is acting in Shrinking.
He's doing good. Breaking Bad's got to be in there.
Family Guy has to be for you, right? Family Guy.
I haven't watched Family Guy in years though.
But if you watch one episode, you'd be like, "This is it, man."
Maybe I'll throw Family Guy in there.
Office.
The Office is like my number 1 favorite show.
Could be for me too.
That's the one show I've watched like a million times. I do enjoy myself some. Obviously I haven't tapped back in for years, but How I Met Your Mother, I was a big fan.
Wow.
I was
Yeah,
a big
that
fan
doesn't
of.
make my top 5, I don't think.
White Lotus.
Oh,
Again,
this is good. Fuck.
I'm a prisoner of the moment. Has to be in there, and then Severance has to be in there.
So who got kicked there?
So my top 5 was
Breaking-
in no order.
Yeah.
Office, Breaking Bad, Family Guy, Severance, White Lotus,
That's 4.
How I Met Your Mother,
And then Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso,
So that's your top 5.
and Shrinking.
Okay, so that's your top 5.
Yeah.
My top 5 is Shrinking, Office, Family Guy.
Yeah,
That's
Breaking-
my top 5.
Wow. Wow.
But yeah, a lot of good shows, man.
Good for you.
Yeah.
This is from Aiden Carlson. Average dude here. Is it possible to piece together 3 or 4 really good shots in a row on the golf course? Every time I play, it just seems more and more impossible. So no, it's not. But
Yeah, it's physically impossible, but you could probably do 2.
you can do 2.
You could do 2, 1, most of the time 1, and then maybe like once in a lifetime situation, you could do 2.
You can do 2. You can do 2, and you can't do more than that.
But it's
And-
like, let's be grateful for the 2. You can't always have everything, right?
But I think there's a beauty to understanding that.
Right.
You're going to the golf course. You hit 2 good shots. You might as well just like drop.
yeah.
You know?
But you could save yourself time. You could be like, I'm not even hitting.
Like if you hit a really good tee shot and there's a lake within like a mile
Yeah,
radius,
it's over.
take a drop.
Yeah, without
Take a
even
drop.
hitting. Yeah.
Don't even pick your ball up.
Right,
Leave it
right.
for the next guy.
Right.
You know, and
Because
but
maybe
that-
100%.
that's what it's about.
That is what it's
That's
about.
golf, man.
You can't hit 3 good shots in a row. That's not. We're talking about golf.
And he said he's a normal guy, normal
Oh
dude.
yeah, 1 to 2, man.
1 to 2, and stop getting greedy. 3 or 4 or
Insane.
4.
Insane.
You're talking about putting and shit.
No.
No,
1,
no,
maybe 2.
probably not though. You know,
Probably 0.
0.
Maybe 1. But even if you get 1, be grateful.
We can agree on 0.
Now you're back on 0.
I don't know. I'm just
0's a lot too.
But I'm just trying to be real here, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we're gonna probably settle on.
Sometimes just maybe you just don't tee off. You say this one.
Don't tee most of the time. Don't tee.
That's golf, man. Just half the time.
Drop.
Yeah,
take a drop, man.
Like if there's
Stop trying
water,
to be a hero.
yeah, just drop. And if it's like a short hole, water over the top, walk to the water,
take a drop,
drop by the water, and say, "I'm lying too."
Yeah, and then when you're in the drop circle, re-drop.
Yeah, I'm
Okay?
lying without hitting. So now you're lying without hitting a ball, but you're not cheating.
You should be thankful for that.
Yeah,
because you're dry.
yes, you
Okay?
kept it dry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no is the answer.
All right, we're gonna punch. We didn't say anything about Suga and Merab. Suga lost to Merab. That's kind of where I'm at.
And he was way worse than him.
Yeah, and he prepared as best he could and did everything he could to win that fight. And then Merab was better at mixed martial arts last night.
And they could fight 10 times, and I think he would go 1-9.
Yeah, he'd knock him out once. Do you think he was lucky against Aljo, now looking back?
I think Merab is the greatest bantamweight of all time.
I think he might be, dude. He really might be.
I don't know.
It was probably 2-0, by the way, too, and it was about to be 3-0.
I just don't see how you beat him.
He's so good. He's so good, dude.
Also,
by the way, his striking looked better to me, too.
Striking looked better. It's like...
And then one of the guys of the two fighters just doesn't get tired for some reason.
That's where it's like really just bullshit. Because he'll like win a round, work his ass off, and then you're more drained than him.
And he just tried as hard as he could.
So who beats him?
It's my favorite guy to beat him is an Umar rematch. I think Umar could beat him in a rematch.
Yeah, and because Merab's
don't
lost.
Give him Jan. He already destroyed Jan. Don't give him Corey. Just give him
Why,
Umar rematch.
Why is the Umar rematch not talked about?
I think Dana said yesterday he's like interested in maybe Umar rematch.
I'm very interested in it.
And I think Umar. It seemed like Umar just didn't have his best fight.
Umar's also younger.
And by the way, that was a close fight. That one, like Umar could have
very close. And Umar broke his hand. Let's see how old Umar is.
Youngin.
I know. That's why I'm like that's the guy that takes the belt.
28.
Umar Nurmag, 29. That's a little older than I thought, but that's
It's young for MMA. Like Merab's what, 33, 34.
Yeah, but you know what? You can't be. I don't think you can be that mad if you're Sean because Merab's just fucking really, really good.
Yeah. Kevin Holland had a really electric win.
Yeah, something got into him. He just could not stop talking.
Could not stop talking, and like usually when you're like in that mode, it's like you're kind of like maybe like not prepared. You're like trying to psych yourself into it, but he just like was and won, and that was great.
Yeah, I mean that's I.
And then that one girl is like the most jacked woman I've ever seen in my life.
I don't even understand that she is huge.
Jacked.
Yeah, that's dope.
That fight was unfair.
I'm excited for her to fight.
The one girl, yeah.
Who's the GOAT? What's her name?
I don't know her name, but that should be a good fight because if she's the GOAT, and that girl, the girl that just won, I don't see losing. So I'll actually be excited for that fight.
I'll definitely be tapped in.
All right, back in the queues though.
Back in the queues. This is from Noah P.
What's up, Noah?
I just like what's going on here, and it sometimes I see some stuff like this. I'm like, that's just like, you forget that like they just like know, they know like okay. You said
I get what you're saying.
He's competing for MVPW, Most Valuable Pod Watcher. I've watched 182 episodes. He rewatches pods at work. He said that's on Brotherly.
Brotherly is
awesome.
Brotherly being glowable is crazy.
That is crazy to me. Somebody else saying Brotherly.
Brotherly is unbelievable. Brotherly works for anybody, by the way. It doesn't have to just be us.
And I can't even explain why we say that word.
But you cannot break it. I would never break it.
Can't.
That's awesome.
And so, but you know what's crazy is he has rewatched at work.
Yeah, I believe him. Yes,
because he brotherly.
He brotherly it.
And then he just said, also, can you ask Scott if we're still going to the club later? Thanks, boys. Yeah, we're not home, but I could text him.
Sarah said he's been out a lot. Like she said, he hasn't been. She's been taking care of Scott. She said he's been very absent from his tank. So
I don't like that because.
Yeah, and he's gonna lie to us, but he doesn't think like Sarah. Like he's gonna be like, I was home the whole time doing my homework, and it's like you're fucking lying.
Because Noah P literally just asked if you're still going to the club.
And I don't know when he asked that. They probably already went.
They probably already went.
Yeah. So
nice, Scott.
We're doing
really
our best
good,
with our fish, but
really
he's
good.
a fucking really
it's your
tough
career.
fish.
It's your career.
Yeah,
man.
it's your life. It's your life.
It's not ours, man. We're gonna do what we're happy. You know, we're gonna do what we do.
Yeah, and you'll always have a tank with us.
Yeah, you'll always have a room. You'll always have a taco.
Always, but aside from that, like we can't do anything. If you want to be on OnlyFans, if you want to go to the fish club every night, and
you're the one that's got to look at your reflection in the glass every night, man.
Yeah.
You know,
and you know he's smoking a Juul now.
Yeah,
it's disgusting.
It's none of my beeswax though, man.
Hey mom,
you want to say something?
No, you don't want to say a word. You want to just come say a word to the people or no?
Word.
Just be calm. I think she's getting the yips. She just did a live from Colorado. Never heard her do that. She's nervous.
All right. Well,
let's ask her a question.
Because you're a pod listener.
I am.
Okay, let's get a question.
Let's just have Mom answer the
Okay,
question.
so this is from Peyton
Here,
overall.
just have her come in the middle.
Yeah, come in the middle.
All right, we got Mom in the cut. She's just going to answer this one.
Your question is from Peyton overall. It's kind of it's something you have to think about.
Oh, this is one of your fans.
This is a breadstick.
Okay.
This is from Peyton overall. He says, "When do I?"
Oh, that's a great question.
What?
It's really hard to answer.
I know. Well, because it's a lot. The thing is, Mom, because this is like I know you very well, and I know you're a thinker, and I know you're gonna give. You're not gonna just rush into an answer for Peyton.
That's why she hasn't said anything yet.
That's what I'm
She's
saying.
not going to just do some bullshit.
And by the way, like you don't have to just spout some bullshit. Like, when do I?
And it also, like, we're a comedy pod, but like if you want a deeper answer, like,
I have an answer.
Okay, go ahead.
You'll know when.
that's brilliant.
And that's
That's
Mom.
freaking
And that's
brilliant.
Mom.
Shout out to
And that's wisdom from a mother for you.
Live from Colorado.
Yeah, they didn't pick that
Live
one
from
up.
Colorado.
Thanks for coming
I
on.
get that. Thanks for coming on, Mom.
Thanks for coming on.
We have Simon J here. Is he? You probably won't remember. I know we had the guy that was struggling with order of his question.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it would be, and I think was it Simon J?
I don't remember, but I do remember that incident. And it was bad, man.
It's got to be. So he's back. He still just hasn't sorted that. But I think by the end we told him just be you.
Yeah.
Like we said, because like the stuff is all there.
You have all the right words.
Right. So like he started it off, and right away it's like, P.S. I'm a Giants fan, and the Rockies are scaring me in our division. You should be scared. By the way, we've won like 3 out of our last 50.
Yeah.
Then he said, respectfully, Simon. Also, sometimes I wonder how close I've ever been to major athletes throughout the course of my life. Like, how close at any given point have I been without realizing?
I actually don't know what you mean by that.
I think it's more just
Like
it
skill
doesn't even have
level
to be athlete.
or like
No,
proximity.
I was thinking it's kind of just like how close have you been to celebrities at any point, I think.
But I'm kind of thinking like, how close were you? Like at 8 years old, how close were you to fucking Tyrese Halliburton in skill level?
That's crazy.
That's
It could be
that's
that.
how I took it.
I took it as like, was Tyrese Halliburton like in the grocery store you didn't know?
The answer to that is yes. I guess it depends on where you live. But
Then he just said eagle eyes.
okay.
How old would you have to be to realize?
14.
Yeah, 14. That's what I was going to say. I have a question for you two genius minds. Greetings, Dan Stearns.
Okay. All right.
All right, that's it.
Just-
Again, it's all there. Like I didn't. Eagle eyes threw me off. I'm not gonna lie. Eagle eyes.
Eagle Eyes was a real left turn.
Yeah, I didn't get that. I didn't see usually I really get where these sticks are coming from. Eagle eyes, I did not get.
I don't know. And the thing is, like, I'm looking for it.
Right.
I'm searching. I'm trying to find the answer.
And you know, there's a lot of talent there, but sometimes it's like I don't know what you were thinking there.
No, and sometimes it's like, dude, your PS goes to the end. You're you know, and I get it. You're gonna forget that sometimes.
Yeah.
But
it also, like, you're in a really competitive group of question askers here, and that's like they all have it down.
Right. Maybe, but you know what? Maybe you lean into it. Maybe that's you. Maybe that's your thing.
Right.
Right?
It's like, and maybe he just doesn't like Shaq never shot threes.
Exactly.
He's like, maybe I don't like my shit's so good I don't do that.
I'm not chronological. I'm
Right.
not a chronological actor.
Which you don't have to be. There's been some good non-chronologicals.
And by the way, you'll start to see, like, if you start seeing Breadsticks ask questions out of order, you know who started that trend.
they're trying to be like you. Yeah.
By the way, this pod is brought to you by Underdog.
Underdog. Code Breadbasket. Deposit bonuses up to $1,000. Any sport, man. You got obviously NBA playoffs, but anything, man. MMA, footy.
What the helly did I tell them last time?
I don't remember.
I said, we don't know when Halliburton's gonna have some insane nights, but we know it's going to happen.
Yeah, and he did it.
Did it game 1.
I cannot believe he did that. I guess he. Did you say he was going to like go crazy game winner?
I didn't say crazy game winner. I was just saying for our underdog players.
But he didn't have an insane night, right? 14 points.
It's not about that, man. It's not. This isn't about. Let's not ruin the Halliburton moment. You know?
Yeah, I'm just saying. But yeah, it's brought to you by Underdog.
Yeah.
Code Breadbasket, and yeah, we got game 2 coming up.
Shout out to the fine folks over at Underdog, man. Let's get back into it.
Our confession segment is crashing out.
Interesting.
So MVLV rookie confession. We do confession.
I kind of knew this was coming. To be honest
Well,
with
he's
you.
just. I think a lot of our segments are having a tough time with the journey, because he's become such a big segment so
It's like,
quickly.
imagine if confession
Confession's literally-
dreams of this.
It's the journey.
Confession.
Yeah,
That's what
he emailed me. He's like, I have a melody idea, and I didn't even open it. But just saw confession, drunk, outside of a Whole Foods, screaming something about the journey, getting his own song after less than a month when he's been here since the start. He says that he hates that Zach never brings a confession and that you both smell. Envy was trying to calm him down. Envy is a good dude. Envy was trying to calm him down and prevent calling the cops. Confession, I thought actually, I don't know. I would have seen that from maybe LV.
You think you know a segment?
That's tough, man. I mean, what do you want us to do? Like the journey, everybody loves that segment.
And here's like, it's so sick to say this, but it's like, I love that.
I do too.
I love doing it.
What do you look forward to more? Doing the journey or confessing something?
Confessing. Listen, it's sometimes you gotta fess up about something you don't want to I think it's not about confession. It's about me. It's not you. It's me.
100%. It's getting it off your chest.
Right. It's like I don't confession. It's like sometimes I don't want to just say something that I want to confess about.
And you're a role segment. Okay, and like if you are okay with that, then you're gonna have a great career.
And
you'll be a
he'll
Hall
be-
of Fame segment. You'll get paid.
He'll be here for a while.
Yeah, but you're not the journey.
You're not. That's fine.
That's not who you are.
I will say June is segment Mental Health Month. So
Oh, is it?
yes. So
Reading it
let's
right now. Spread awareness.
and when you see a segment like Confession, who you think has it all together,
Right.
fucking freaking out at a Whole Foods,
Mhm.
you think Confession wants to do that?
No,
No,
not
he
at
doesn't.
all.
So
I know
let's
Stat of
take
the
it easy
Day
on him.
has been struggling with his usage rate being down. I think that's probably really hard for him.
Exactly.
So reach out to him. I think his DMs are always open. Stat of the Day. Stat _ of the day. On
Yeah.
Insta.
So keep that in the forefront,
Yeah.
because it's not easy to be a segment.
Segments have feelings.
Exactly. Segment, and it's okay to share those feelings if you're a segment.
It's 100%.
100%.
King Breadword reached out. We'll wrap with this. This isn't looking good. He said, Day 18 without my crown. Remember how he got his crown stolen?
Oh my God, he doesn't have it back?
Does not have it back,
That's
and
not
he is
good.
going through some shit. He said, I'm slowly starting to lose my mind. A have boy question you for.
What?
A have boy question you for. How days many of clouds do sandwiches why secretly gallop under umbrellas?
Okay, this is bad. Get this bad.
If to guess had would say blue raspberry, a green?
This
Miss
is
Crown.
really, this is sad.
Miss Crown, much so.
Okay.
Secretary,
Relax.
Secretary, breadsworn. Like instead of sincerely, you did.
Okay.
We need to
beat Breadword.
But I think we just bring him to the hospital and put him on an IV and. I think
maybe
it's-
a medically induced coma. Or
I
something.
think I think it's a anxiety thing without the because we made it. Now I feel bad because remember we were like he looks really bald without the crown.
He's crumbling. This is bad.
Whoever fucking took his crown,
Just give him his crown back.
you're gonna kill the guy.
Just give.
literally.
Honestly, we might just need to buy him a crown. All right, if that's what it takes, dude.
Maybe we just buy him a crown and say it's the OG crown. Oh, and I was gonna see this.
Yeah, I
so.
was gonna see this. This is bad. This is just. I don't know. We're gonna figure this out off air. But Breadword, just hang tight, man.
Hang tight,
we'll figure
man.
this out. That'll do it for episode 44.
Epi 44. Love y'all.
Love you guys.